Some people don't actually know, but Celine Dion's been struggling with SPS, or stiff person syndrome. Let's look into what it is and some more stuff on Celine and how she's handling it.
Have been diagnosed with a very rare neurological disorder.
I finished crying in the instant that you left.
Celine Dion was devastatingly diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, or SPS, in 2022. Dion is among the approximately 8,000 individuals worldwide who have received a diagnosis of this exceedingly uncommon autoimmune neurological condition. According to Cleveland Clinic, around 1 person in every million has SPS. You're not alone if you've never heard of SPS. As so few people are afflicted, there isn't much discussion regarding this illness. Muscle spasms, which can sometimes be rather severe, and stiffness in the joints and muscles are symptoms of SPS. It is inevitable for some diseased individuals to become immobile. Muscle stiffness in the torso is typically the first place affected by SPS. Walking and balancing become difficult as a result, and falls frequently result in injuries. Eventually, this can spread to the arms and legs. All of these symptoms have affected Celine Dion, and they have affected every part of her body, including her vocal cords. In a video she uploaded regarding her illness, she added, "Unfortunately, these spasms affect every aspect of my daily life, sometimes causing difficulties when I walk and not allowing me to use my vocal cords to sing the way I used to." Without a question, Dion has increased awareness of this rare condition and her own experiences with it. Despite this, a lot of admirers continue to have concerns regarding the illness and the powerful singer's health. We don't blame Celine Dion for keeping her stiff person syndrome diagnosis a secret from the public for some time after receiving it. Finding a treatment plan might be difficult because it varies from person to person, and receiving a diagnosis of a rare autoimmune disease can be quite unpleasant. This implies that before finding a consumable that helps to reduce some of their symptoms, people frequently have to go through a number of doctor's appointments. Dion was prepared to inform her fans of her health news at the end of 2022. She stated, "I wasn't ready to say anything before, but I'm ready now," prior to disclosing her illness. "We now know that this has been causing all the spasms I've been having," she said. She continued by informing her supporters that she would have to postpone her planned tours. She reassured them that she was getting excellent medical care and was making every effort to heal so she could hit the stage as soon as possible. "All I know is singing. It's what I've known all my life, and it's what I love to do the most," she said, blinking back tears. The iconic singer's passion for her fans has not wavered, even though she had to take a break from performing. Celine Dion talked about how much it meant to be there and experience the support of the crowd during her unexpected presence at the 2024 Grammy Award. SPS, like many other autoimmune disorders, has no known cure as of yet. Additionally, more study is required to enhance existing therapies. Treatments aren't terribly effective, so oftentimes when patients present with stiff person syndrome, the natural history of the disease is that it continues to progress, Richard Nash, MD, told Scripps News, adding that Dion's openness about the disease has directed a lot of attention to it. Additionally, he noted that researchers are examining if stem cell transplants are a viable treatment option for SPS symptoms. According to a 2024 study that was published in the Journal of Neuroimmunology and Neuroinflammation, patients with SPS who underwent stem cell transplants saw a reduction in their degrees of muscle stiffness and ambulation. Participating in this study, Nash said that although the outcomes are encouraging, there are certain hazards related to this treatment. Celine Dion has accepted her diagnosis and is doing her best to maintain her positive outlook, even while medical professionals work to determine the most effective course of treatment for SPS. "I haven't beat the disease, as it's still within me and always will be. I hope that we'll find a miracle, a way to cure it with scientific research, but for now I have to learn to live with it," she told Vogue France. She also disclosed to the BBC her intention to raise money for SPS research and spread knowledge about the illness. Not only is SPS difficult to treat, but there are various varieties of the condition. Celine Dion most likely suffers from classic SPS syndrome, the most prevalent kind of SPS. According to the Cleveland Clinic, glutamic acid decarboxylase, or GAD, antibodies are thought to be the primary cause of this kind of SPS. It's not a given though, as research has shown that other antibodies may also be at fault. In addition to the traditional SPS, there are SPS variations that exclusively impact specific body parts or a person's ability to coordinate. Among these variations is ataxia, which can have several effects on the body, chief among them being abnormalities in the way the brain interprets the body's position in space, leading to clumsiness and incoordination. Ataxia can occasionally be reversed, according to Cleveland Clinic, depending on the underlying cause. Progressive encephalomyelitis with rigidity and myoclonus, PERM, is the third kind of SPS, and it sounds awful. It is a severe variant of SPS that makes the symptoms of general SPS worse. Patients who have this kind of the disease usually have ataxia, difficulty moving their eyes, and spells of unconsciousness. Hospitalization is typically required for these patients. Celine Dion shares all about her experience with stiff person syndrome in her documentary I Am Celine Dion, which includes uncut footage of her having a severe muscle spasm. This provides insight into the everyday struggles that patients with this illness face, despite being difficult to see. Dion is seen in the video exercising with her physical therapist when she begins to get cramps in her foot. Dion's entire body begins to spasm as the spasm intensifies so fast that she is unable to talk. As the spasm persists, her therapist flips her onto her side and she helplessly looks out in front of herself with tears streaming down her cheeks. According to the Cleveland Clinic, patients with SPS frequently experience the muscle spasms that Dion experiences in her video, in addition to rigidity and stiffness in their muscles. According to the publication, the stiffness they suffer is already excruciating, causing pain and an aching body discomfort. As it spreads through the body, patients frequently experience extremely low posture that makes it impossible for them to move or walk normally. This can also affect the arms and legs. Similar to the stiffness, the muscle spasms might impact one or more limbs, occasionally the entire body. They may endure for several hours or only a few seconds. Dion occasionally experiences 30 to 1 hour long spasms, similar to the one depicted in the documentary. Although the symptoms of stiff person syndrome are undoubtedly crippling, there are ways to treat them with specific one-time takeables. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, the most popular medication for treating SPS is one that focuses on calming the body's muscles. Tizanidine, baclofen, clonazepam, and diazepam are among the muscle relaxants that are most frequently prescribed. Remarkably, Botox may be used to treat a wide range of medical disorders. It can also be utilized to treat places where patients have severe stiffness or spasms. SPS is also treated with medications that impact the GABA neurotransmitter. Physicians may recommend serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs, to patients whose anxiety is the cause of their symptoms of SPS. Patients with SPS may also benefit from immunotherapies. These consumables reduce the symptoms of the illness by inhibiting the immune system and preventing it from overreacting. The I Am Celine Dion documentary features a terrifying scenario in which the singer has a full body spasm. In that scene, her doctor uses a nasal spray. The prescription was a benzodiazepam nasal spray, a depressive medication that targets anxiety and muscular spasms and helps improve SPS symptoms like severe spasms, according to Amanda Pickett, MD, who also treats Celine Dion. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, physical therapy and exercise are two other treatments for stiff person syndrome, in addition to numerous consumables. Patients may have even greater recovery if they combine the two. Yoga, Pilates, and stretching are common SPS exercises. Physical therapy includes heat therapies such as heating pads and aquatic therapy, osteopathic manipulation, myofascial techniques, massages, acupressure, acupuncture, transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, Qigong, an ancient Chinese practice that uses movement and breath to relieve pain and promote well-being, and chiropractic treatment. It's truly some sad stuff to hear about, and my prayers go out to Celine Dion in these trying times. Let us know what you think about this situation in the comments, and we hope you have a great day. Peace.